So we are with Mr. Aneel Gambhir. He's the CFO of DTDC Express. Welcome, Mr. Aneel. Thank you for being a part of our conference. When we talk about the conference, it focuses on the future of Finance Office. Could you elaborate on that a little bit? What is the future of Finance Office?
Let me tell you about it. The fact remains is that we are in an evolving situation where things are changing very, very fast. And so is finance. You've seen many changes over the period of last 5 years, where finance has completely changed from a traditional way of working versus now tech-enabled finance, where not only people have to be tech-enabled, but also the people have to consume those information through analytics and get insights and apply that for business purposes so that they can add value. So that way, if you see from earlier more of a compliance bookkeeping to handling investors, it has moved in a very strategic manner where finance is now seen as a co-pilot with the business, which drives the strategy and growth of business.
Lovely thoughts. You spoke about the importance of tech enablement. Yeah. How are you preparing your finance teams for that?
So with the tech evolution and finance, changing very fast, as I just mentioned earlier, obviously our team needs to be ready with handling all those new technological developments. So what we do is we not only when we are taking up any new tech tool, we not only implement that but also make team undergo the challenge of knowing about the tech tool, as well as we also make them give them training whereby they are able to use that technological tool effectively so that business gets benefit out of it. So continuous training on the new tools which we adopt is a way to move ahead.
Right. Amongst the many pros and cons, what is one biggest challenge, financial challenge that your industry is facing right now?
So especially I belong to supply chain industry, and any event happening in the country or outside impacts our business. I'll give you an example. When you talk about geopolitical situation or any kind of, let me give you an example, say US tariff. Obviously, the moment tariff is increased, you have an impact on supply chain where supplies will get restricted or people have to look at alternative method. Similarly, when you talk about Israel-Hamas conflict, then Red Sea getting closed, obviously supply chain gets impacted. Let's talk about within India. If you India-Pakistan conflict, even then also many places movements were stopped. So that has an impact on the supply chain. Now, these are geopolitical situations. Let's look at nature-related things. Could be flooding, could be any burn, could be any political situation. All that has a impact on the movement of supply chain. As a result, it not only increases cost but also has an impact on the customer experience. So that's where this challenge is, that how do you make a predictive model through which you are certain about certain deliverables. Right. So that's where it has got a big impact in. So that's why I come back to my topic that any event happening in either country or outside country has a direct impact on supply chain, and we being part of supply chain that has a direct impact of those events.
Right. So we very clearly know your thoughts about the importance of being tech savvy in today's generation, right? Apart from being tech savvy, what are some of the skills that the next gen CFOs should have for sure?
Yeah. So let me put it this way. Today, when we are talking about co-pilot, obviously growth mindset is one thing which has to be on top, because you need to be implementing a strategy along with business leader or the CEOs, so that the vision which they have crafted, you are working along with that and navigating those strategies to make those strategies successful. Beyond that, if one is to look at it, now any solution, especially tech solution, if you talk about, has a wide implications within the function. So collaboration with all other functions have to be maintained, and it's would be need of the hour. Obviously, when the CFO office works with numbers, so numbers not just enough. Now one is to also look at it how numbers can be narrated through a story. And for that, not only the CFO, but the team within finance function also needs to gear up to talk about the story which numbers give them. So I think these are the things one needs to take care.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gambhir, for joining us today.
Thanks.
Thank you.